Hello, everybody. Welcome back to some more MLE action. Week number 3. Lassie, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great, ready to get into this last series.
We are just about ready to get into this last series. It will be an Academy League series between the Blizzard and the Lightning. Just about ready to get underway. I believe the players are in the server. So I'm going to go ahead, throw the map intro up on your screens. Take a look at what we're playing tonight. All right, we are in the game, and the players are readying up now. Here we go. Wasteland Night, game number 1 between the Lightning and the Blizzard of the Academy League. We are underway now. Gus and Lawrence of the Lightning. Quick opportunity, and Lawrence is going to score.
Squeaking it in that left side. I did not think he would actually be able to make this angle. Chases the ball down all the way to the other end. Kind of gutsy, going all the way into the light blues half, yet gets the touch past the defender, squeaks it by, perfectly executed, and Lightning take the first goal very fast.
And just like that, another one.
2 kickoff goals in a row. Wow. This is exactly how you wanted to start this series off if you are the Lightning, and Blizzard can't even get into rotation to defend any of these. Excellent start for the dark blue team.
Man, I can't even get the... I'm trying to do the cool thing where you fade the scoreboard in after the game already starts, and I can't even do that. All right, scoreboard's finally on the screen. As Gus is going to go up to try to make this play. Here comes Redline to put this one towards the goal. Wolf Alone's going to score. Just like that, 3 on the board between both of these teams.
Yeah, Blizzard showing, hey, once we get our rotation solidified, we can actually make some stuff happen. And that was a great touch by Redline to get it over to his teammate. And then Wolf Alone had to chase that one down, get to the correct angle, slots it off the side post. Great offensive play, team play by the light blue Blizzard.
Oh, and so close there from Lawrence, just a bit high. As Redline's going to clear this one all the way back down. Off the sidewall, Lawrence trying to beat Wolf Alone, not going to get it by him. That was a good 50-50 from him. Keep it away from his net. Now Gus will help his teammate out and get it past Redline. Can he get it past Wolf Alone? No, doesn't look like it. And the double Dominus coming out from the Blizzard. Don't see that too often. Typically there's a Octane per each team. There's 3 Dominuses in this game and 1 Octane. I mean, I know the Dominus is pretty popular as this one comes flying by. Wolf Alone won't find it, but normally you see pretty much 90% Octane. Oh, just off the crossbar as Lawrence tries to follow that one up. And he's going to hit it back to his teammate, but that's so far. Gus! No, Gus! Oh, it just stays out of the net. And Redline didn't even try to follow that up. I'm so surprised he didn't at least challenge that one. I think he was afraid of the overcommit with his teammate. That's a missed opportunity for the Blizzard. At least they could have tried to put that one on goal. But nothing doing for them now. Now Gus looking for a play. The Blizzard getting a little crossed up there, but it's not going to hurt him for now. Now Wolf Alone on net. Lawrence has to make a play. It's going to filter back down. There's Gus to clear it away. And high action to start this series, Classy.
Yeah, it seems going back and forth immediately. We usually don't see very many goals scored, especially in the first game, or even just the first half of the first game. And yet 3 goals in 2 minutes and so many opportunities by both.
Great shot from Gus. I mean, my goodness, what a touch. That was so perfect to get it past both defenders.
That's the bounce shot. You don't see that very often, but he got it underneath the first and over the second. I mean, I'm not sure how intentional it was. Regardless, it was still a wonderful shot. Lightning getting the 3rd on the board, and now a little bit of cushion for them. They needed that too because Blizzard's had quite a bit of offense and scored most recently. Can they hold on for the next 2.5 minutes?
We'll see. The Lightning off to a quick start in this series, trying to get it past the defender was Lawrence. He's gonna go high up on the wall. Lawrence trying to make the touch past Redline. Won't find it now. Redline. Can't get it over top of Gus, as Gus is going to try to challenge Wolf Alone, but in the corner it remains as Lawrence makes a play. 2:20 to go in this one. Gus throwing that on net. Is that in? No, just off the post. He can't get the follow-up to go in either. Close there from Gus, and the Lightning all over top of the Blizzard now. As the ball gets cleared away, the Blizzard need to find an answer for this onslaught from the Lightning. A red line. High up in the air. Gus clearing that one out, and Wolf Alone looking for his teammate. Will chip it over. Ball's off the corner, and now Lawrence making a good play out of his own end. One more touch there for him, and is still in the corner now as Redline's going to try to play beyond Gus, but Gus keeping it in the Blizzard zone, and this is just it's just clinical from the Lightning right now on how to play solid offense, but that's a bit of an overcommitment there. And here comes Wolf Alone. Can he put it in front for his teammate? It is going to center itself perfectly, and Redline's going to just easily tap that one in.
There's those passing plays we saw at the beginning of the game, and that's the second one for Blizzard. Both of them worked very hard for, and they earned this one most definitely. Good transition, getting from that heavy defense since Lightning was pushing on them super hard to that smooth offense. Blizzard did it quite wonderfully. Now they've just got one more to hammer home.
I like how both of these teams signify like a storm of some kind, as Redline's going to tie it up. Thought I had a second, but I guess not, as Redline wants to try to push this game towards overtime.
Yeah, that was a good solo play, something very differently from Blizzard than we have seen recently, but actually beating out the defender just all by himself, I would count that as a kickoff goal as well. Third one of the match, showing that they actually mean quite a bit in 2v2s, because only one defender whenever you go for the ball means quite a bit.
The ball popped way up high. It's going to go up the wall. Redline and Lawrence fighting for position there. Redline will get the better of his Lightning counterpart. Lawrence down the side, 40 seconds to go. We are nearing overtime territory. Both teams taking a bit of a defensive posture, but Lawrence trying to make a play there. Gus has to rotate back. He's going to get bumped by Wolf Alone. This is huge for the Blizzard. Can Redline put it towards the net? No, Wolf Alone's going to get demoed. And man, I really thought Redline had an opportunity to break the tie before overtime, but Wolf Alone's next in line to try it. Here comes Redline off the back wall, and is this going to be free? Wolf Alone has to hurry. I can't believe that. Who was the Lightning player that touched it? I think it was Gus. He kind of turned his car around, Classy, and he couldn't get to the ball.
Oh, and that made all the difference, too, because now we're going into overtime. Opportunity for both teams right there at the end. Neither one could actually finish it off. And now it's anyone's game. Sudden death mode ensues.
Oh, just missed by Lawrence. Almost picked that top corner. But now it's a transition for Wolf Alone, and he's going to slot it into the empty net for the victory.
Whoa, you thought that this hammer of a shot to the top 90 was going to be the difference, but it bouncing off so very fast. Blizzard able to pick that one up. And after 3 unanswered goals, Blizzard's able to rally back, get the victory in a very different pace than what we saw at the beginning. We saw the 1 goal in the first, I'd say, minute and a half coming out from Blizzard. It seemed like we'd see that quite a bit more, but then it seemed like Lightning had a lot more momentum, got the train rolling a bit more. 2 of their 3 goals were kickoff, but it seemed like the pressure was all in the Blizzard half until there at the very end. And Blizzard somehow able to score 2 goals in the span of some 15 seconds, made the whole difference, held on till overtime, and then that transition is what made it. And now this close game, it just seems like it was anyone's game at that point, and Blizzard able to edge it out past Lightning.
Yep, perfectly played by the Blizzard. It felt a little unlucky from the Lightning. They had opportunities, couldn't slot everything home, especially that shot in overtime, of course, that led eventually to the Blizzard goal. But really close. This looks like it's going to be a close one. I'm going to make a bold prediction and say we're going to see another Game 5 2-2 score.
Well, now you've just cast a curse, and we're going to go to a sweep by one of these teams is what it's going to be.
Well, you never know. Look, if you don't make bold predictions, then it's not as interesting. It's not as fun.
That is true. There's no stakes.
Yeah, there are no stakes. Exactly. Besides for the teams, as Gus is going to slot that one home for the first goal of the game.
Oh, it's one end to the other. That was a great touch by Gus, and the follow-up is actually what did it, playing it off the wall 2 times in a row. Doesn't even need Lawrence to help him out. Says, I'll take this all the way home. And now Lightning up 1-0 in the first 15.
Now Lawrence looking to make a play towards the net. Red line. Clearing it away. Alone and red line. Holding the mid line. He will knock it down towards Lawrence. Lawrence and Wolf alone. Still keeping it hemmed in the Lightning end. This is going to give Redline a chance, but he plays it right into Gus, and Gus is going to try to make something out of this transition. That's a double commit. Lawrence is going to pop it up. Can he put it home? He will.
Great composure by Lawrence, man. Whenever you see that double commit and then you pop it past one of them, it's not going on net. You got to actually redirect it and then stay calm and collected, and that's exactly what Lawrence did. Great solo play by him, seeing the opportunity and taking advantage. And now maybe that's something Blizzard needs to work on. We saw them getting those passing plays in Game 1, but now their defense not quite as solid as we'd like to see it.
So Gus playing it high off the wall, red line. Getting met by Lawrence, but neither player touching that one. Would like to see Redline try to control that one a little bit. Just threw it at Gus. And he's going to demo Gus, and that's going to give Redline a beautiful shot for another beautiful goal from the Blizzard.
Hey, great job noticing that. Wolf alone seeing that the defender net wasn't moving at all, saying, hey, if this clear doesn't happen and my teammate behind me can actually get a touch on the ball, I want him to shoot an open net, and that's exactly what happened. Great execution from Blizzard, cleaning up a bit more on offense. That's what we want to see.
Now Redline up the wall, wants to tie it up. About a minute 30 gone by in this one. As Gus is going to try to carry this one over top of Redline. That's a great second touch. Bar down, can it go in the net? It will. There's Lawrence to follow it up.
It was a great shot, just not quite accurate enough, but it was for the pass. Lawrence being there, Gus getting caught up on the wall. I think both defenders from Blizzard thought that was going straight in. Got caught off guard when it hit the bar down. And when it's that close to your net, sitting on the line, it's very scary making a touch because that could be an own goal. So Lightning, though, able to finish it off. And now they're up 3-1.
Gus is going to turn that one aside. Red line, popping it up. Can he make the touch? No, Gus is there again. Gus has been all over the pitch in this game, making things happen on both sides of the ball. Lawrence trying to chip that one by. Wolf alone. Good challenge from him, though. We'll keep it out of the net for now. Red line. Pushing that back into the Lightning zone. Lawrence clearing it all the way across the box. Opting for the boost. That's going to give Wolf alone a shot, and Lawrence has to rotate back to make the save. He will grab the other boost now, and you got to wonder what the boost situation is like for Gus. Enough for him to play that one, apparently. So now, Lawrence clearing it away. This one's going to careen out towards the front. Red line able to chip it away for now. Gus wants to take his time here. Red line's going to put some pressure on him, but Gus keeps the ball. Lawrence in a bit of an interesting spot. Gets it around one, but Redline rotating back. Really close now from both teams. Good opportunities. We're just about halfway through. The Blizzard coming alive in small bursts, it seems, right now, Classy.
Yeah, definitely looking a lot like Game 1, especially at this point in Game 1. Just the pressure on their side of the field. Believe it or not, it's exactly what the scoreboard looked like at that point as well, before Blizzard was able to get 2 unanswered, make this crazy transition, and then tie it up. So can they do the exact same thing? Because that's what they're looking for right now.
Well, Gus wants to get the double touch. What a save from Redline. Gus almost even dunked him, but it didn't quite work out for him. Again, Gus just all over the place right now. But that's not the greatest touch from Lawrence. Redline's going to push that one towards the goal, and he's going to slot it home. That's a bit of a mistake there from the Lightning.
And here they come roaring back. It seems like Lightning gets some good offensive pressure and then starts to overcommit. You know, becomes a bit more cocky. Not the smartest play from Lightning, and Blizzard able to actually put one home. Now it's a 1-goal game, hoping to make it a 0-goal game and send us into overtime once again. Can we have a repeat of game 1?
A 0-goal game. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that.
0-goal deficit. That's what I meant to say.
It's fine. It's fine. I like your style, Classy. It's classy.
Well, thank you.
And red line, can he tie it up? No, Lawrence is going to reject that one for now, but the Blizzard, some good pressure so far. Although it will get relieved as Gus is going to play that one around the corner, take the corner boost. Try to starve the Blizzard now. Lawrence off the post. No, red line, no! It finds its way in.
The heartbreaker. Lawrence followed up his shot, hits it off the post. You think it's going to pop out, but red line. Heartbreaking secure. That was an own goal, not what you want to see if you're Blizzard. Not how they expected this game to go, especially because that could have been cleared out and then both of the blue players in their own nets. That could have been a transition, but alas, 1 minute left. Now they're up by 2.
Wolf Alone's going to try to clear this away. They do have 50 seconds remaining. Do the Blizzard to try to score 2. It's going to filter down the wall. Wolf Alone. Now Lawrence can't play that. Wolf Alone, he's going to go for the demo onto Gus. Makes Gus jump off that back wall. But Lawrence able to cover up for his teammate. Good communication there by the Lightning. Can they score another one to really put this game away? That's going to come down beautifully, and Gus is going to slot it home.
This is, I'd say, 200 IQ play from Lawrence because he gets under this ball, flips to slow it down because he knows it's going to fly over the net, and then it drops right down to his teammate Gus, who's happened to be there, and hammer it out through the defender. Great heads-up play by Lawrence. He set that all up.
I certainly would consider that pass definitely a contender for play of the week. It was not the most important goal for the Lightning, but definitely a beautiful one. That pass, really, really difficult to do from Lawrence, and he pulled it off absolutely perfectly. Gus, the receiving end for the goal, but that's going to do it, and the Lightning are going to tie it up. 1-1, the final score of Game 2, 5-2 Lightning over the Blizzard. And for the Blizzard, it's something to be concerned about. I mean, I know they came back in Game 1, but they weren't able to pull it off Game 2, and the Lightning are looking pretty good.
Yeah, that comeback from Game 1 was the result of a kickoff goal. I'll give you that. Blizzard did fight for it, and they earned it, but it just seems like Lightning was able to seem a lot more composed in the last half of this game. You can see it just by the scoreboard. It was a 1-goal game just a few seconds ago, and now it's 5-2. A lot more commanding and in control, I'd say. So Lightning, if they can keep this pace up and carry it over the next few games, they might be able to get it back. But now the series is tied up 1-1, and Blizzard's going to want to find a bit more offense coming up soon.
Yeah, certainly. They just haven't had the sustain in the Lightning zone. Lightning really controlling the pace of play there. You know, I don't know how many times per stream do we mention speed of play, but right now it is definitely the Lightning controlling that speed and controlling the pace, and it's up to the Blizzard to try to match that as we move into Game 3. We'll see what the Blizzard can do if they can find an answer for this offense of the Lightning. Try to find an offensive flurry of their own. Lawrence is going to go over the top, and he's going to score just like that. The first goal for the Lightning.
You were talking about speed, getting to the ball first, and Lawrence beating out red line is what made that. Wolf not being in net to defend. And all you got to do is be able to pop it up, set those passing plays, and then beat out the defense. Lightning's going to take those every single day with that kind of speed, and something Blizzard needs to work on.
Now about 30 seconds gone. Lightning getting a little chip now. Red line over top of the defender. That's a great pass. Wolf Alone. Easy goal for him. Beautiful play and beautiful pass.
Yeah, we saw this from Game 1, and we're finally seeing it again in Game 3. That's what we love to see. Red line popping it over the defender. You can't just throw it into the corner or into the side wall. You have to follow it up and actually make a play on the ball to get around the defender. That's exactly what Red Line did. All he needed to do then was Wolf Alone to finish it off. That was good consistency from Blizzard and much improvement from Game 2.
Now Lawrence right into the back of Redline. Line going to defer to Wolf alone on this one. That's a double commit from the Lightning. That's scary. Is that going to be on net? Just off the post. Wolf alone turn around and pop it up. There it is. One more touch. He can't find it as Lawrence is going to make the save. And now Redline's still in the zone. Still no real defense from the Lightning, but they will clear it away. So close from the Blizzard there to try to break the tie. And now the Lightning on the attack. Although Wolf alone, that's a good challenge onto Gus. And another clear away, but this one should be in possession of the Lightning, although Lawrence opting to boom it instead of control it. However, Blizzard can't seem to control that play, so it will remain in their end. 3:25 to go in this game number 3. Alone trying to carry it away. Lawrence getting flipped over. Redline one-on-one with Gus. Trying to put a shot on goal. Pretty weak shot. Won't find the back of the net that time. Now, Wolf alone opting to grab the corner boost, and Lawrence is going to try to boom this one over the top of Redline. He's going to back up, make the play, but Gus is there to keep it in Blizzard zone. Can Gus make a play off the sidewall? He won't find the touch, but Lawrence is following up right behind him. Popping out to mid. Looks like both teams, although, hold on, here's Gus. Off the crossbar. This is like the 30th time we've seen this, and it's out again. No goal for the team hitting the crossbar, and down. Is that a pinch in? It is directly in the goal for Redline.
From one end to the other, I've thought for sure. I got to see the camera directly from Lawrence's perspective, and he was barreling down on that ball right on the goal line. And it didn't go in. Great clear by Redline, and then the transition, even getting the goal on the other side. Lucky pinch, but regardless, that was a great defense from Blizzard, able to maintain that brick wall. And now they've got the lead, something they haven't had in quite a long time.
Yeah, certainly the lead. I don't think they've even led. Well, they won the first game, but they never led it. They won that game in overtime. Now Redline, he's got an opportunity, and he's going to slot that one home for a 2-goal lead.
There we go. We see all this time the ball spending in their half. But it's the transitions that matter, and those few opportunities you get, you need to have be on net, and that's exactly what Redline is doing. 2 in the past few seconds, making a difference in this game 3.
Redline and Gus. Uh-oh. There we go. No more replay. As Lawrence is going to boom that one. Redline caught out of position, and that's a goal for Lawrence.
Long booming clear all the way from downtown. Boom shakalaka. Redline not there to defend it. Just caught backwards, hat flip, might have done a little something, but that velocity going too fast and too far for him to save. And that's just a kickoff goal right there. Not a whole lot you can do. Hopefully the transition was going to result in a goal the other way, but alas, Lightning able to capitalize, and now they're back in it.
Can Lightning strike twice? We will have to see. If they want to tie it up, they certainly will have to. Gus. Getting that away from Redline. Going to grab the boost. 1-on-1 with Wolf alone. Oh, he hit it away from Lawrence. I don't know if Lawrence had the angle, but he didn't even get an attempt. Here's Gus to put it on net. Wolf alone is there to clear it to the corner. Good touch by him. Getting demoed was Gus, and now Wolf alone. 1-on-1 with Gus. Chips it by him. What a beautiful play. That's up in the air. Just a bit far. Wolf alone. Beautiful play around the defenders. Not going to find the back of the net. But either way, the Blizzard really coming alive in this game. Exactly what we wanted to see from them after losing that last game. Although Redline's going to whiff on that one. I don't know. Maybe that was a fake because Gus missed it as well. Now Lawrence trying to play that one. Won't touch it. Gus this time. Now here comes Wolf alone. He needs to get this on net. It's just off the mark. He had an open net chance, but couldn't find it. It's a tough play from him. Now Redline in mid. Wolf alone's going to demo the last remaining defender. That one just off the net as well. So close from the Blizzard. Now Gus to Lawrence. Oh, he can't find the touch. And Wolf alone with 25 seconds to go is going to pop it up into his own corner. Can he get the second touch? He will. Over top of Gus, but here comes Lawrence. Up and in from Lawrence, and we're tied.
They needed that desperately. We saw Blizzard, a very different pace being on the offense a lot more, but yet Lightning actually finding the back of the net. Good blocking out of one of the defenders by Lightning, and then Lawrence getting his hat trick, getting all 3 goals for his team, the 3 that matter as we approach the final 30 seconds.
15 seconds to go. Wolf Alone shot! Score! Beautiful shot from Wolf Alone.
That speed. Let's see this, man. That was 45K, a lot slower than I thought just because the defense right here. But that one, Gus can't do anything about that. If you put it that high and that fast, I don't care if you're in net or not. He actually got a great touch on it, and it still went in. Way to see that and take advantage. And 5 seconds later, Blizzard's up again. What offense.
Now Lawrence just played it right to Wolf Alone. They've got to keep the ball in the air if they want a chance. It's going to come down. Lawrence is going to clear it all the way down, but that's it. The Blizzard taking the 2-1 series lead over top of the Lightning in kind of stunning fashion there at the end. But my goodness, what a close series between these teams.
Oh, most definitely. Each one of these games could sway either way. Blizzard coming out with another 4-3 win, just the same score as we had in the game 1. But what I noticed a lot was we've seen Blizzard, or in the Lightning, rather, in the last 2 games have the offense in most of the time of the 5 minutes. And now we see Blizzard, it seemed like, was in the dark blue half quite a bit. Even if it didn't result in as many goals as maybe it should have,
right.
It was still in their possession. They were in a lot more control. And I believe they felt a lot more comfortable with the kind of plays that they were having. And that made a total difference even whenever Lightning was able to tie it up really right there at the end. It didn't mean a whole lot for their morale. They were able to rally back, get another shot on net. A really powerful one at that. Well done by Wolf Alone for that shot to get his team the win. But it's that pressure that's going to make a difference. They made a switch from the last 2 games. I think if they keep this up, then they're going to take the series.
Yeah, it's hard to disagree with you there. I mean, the Lightning have had their opportunities. Certainly have had their opportunities, but the Blizzard just seem to be capitalizing a bit more on the mistakes from the Lightning, and it's almost like you can never count out the Blizzard. Even when they get down in these games, it always feels like the Blizzard are just that close from tying it up, and they've done it twice now. They've done it twice, and they have taken a commanding lead in the series. But Classy, if you remember, I had my bold prediction. The 2-2 going into game 5. We'll see what happens. Lightning do need to win this one for that to come true. Oh, we are almost there as Gus is going to score right off the start.
Man, I mean, I want both teams to have a fair shot at this, but if it goes to game 5, I don't like losing. So, go Blizzard. No, great shot there by Gus. Right between both defenders as well. That was beautifully placed, and the speed he put on it. At half midfield, that was a very tough shot, so well done by Gus. And now they go up early on. They needed that, especially after last game.
A touch towards the mid. Just out of reach of Gus there. Both Alone and Lawrence trying to make a play. Man, all right, chat does not appreciate the, wait for the scoreboard to fade in type move. I don't like that. It looks cool. You just gotta wait. You gotta be patient. It's like 10 seconds. This red line's gonna tie it up just like that. And the Lightning caught out of position there.
Yeah, this is the kind of offense we didn't really see in the first 2 games. A little bit double committing both of the dark red teammates very close to the net, but not even close to the ball. Clearing it long happened to be a goal for red line. And now they're all tied up. Can we see a game 5? That's going to be the question now. Or will it be Blizzard going into it with the 3-1 lead?
No, we will see a game 5. This is the MLE. We play all games always.
Right, because they matter. That's how the record works.
Matter. Every goal that gets scored matters even in this league. Especially in the shortened season. I don't think a lot of teams or a lot of players... well, okay, I don't want to say that, but it is super important with a shortened 7-week season here in MLE, just how important it is. I don't know has been fully realized yet, but Gus, what a shot over top of both defenders.
That was ballsy. Lawrence committing completely into the corner, and Gus challenging 2 defenders in the air, because if he'd missed this, that was a clear to his net with no one in the back. But it was a great call because he beat him out, able to get it past both, putting it right on top. Pays off for the Lightning, and that's exactly what they needed to get this lead. Not a whole lot of opportunities, but if they can capitalize on each of them, that's going to make the difference.
Yeah, and we've talked about Gus throughout the night. If Gus shows up in this game, I think it's a Lightning victory. Just because Gus has been all over the pitch throughout the series, and in the games they've lost, he kind of faded away towards the end. But he's shown up here in this game 4, wants to tie the series at 2. He's got another opportunity to pass down to Lawrence. Wolf Alone's going to clear it away. Now Redline with the touch. Gus has to rotate back. He's going to get there in time. Redline trying to play it back to his teammate, but Gus cutting that pass off. Going to get the touch over Wolf Alone. No, won't find it. There's Lawrence. Chipping it towards the goal. Redline to Wolf Alone. Gets it over the defender. One more touch from Wolf Alone will do it, and that's going to find the back of the net as Wolf Alone ties it up.
Yeah, that was a great solo play, popping it over one and hammering it past the other. That was Lightning trying to get back, scrambling to get back, and Wolf Alone getting it past both of them. Great solo play, had to pop it up. Great control of the ball, especially there. All these passing plays we see, you don't even need that in this case. The transition matters much, much more in a 2v2. And now Blizzard, as you said, tied up, going into 2 minutes. It's anyone's game at this point.
Oh. Just missed by Redline. Couldn't break the tie there. Now Wolf Alone sending it towards the net. Lawrence with the chip. He's got another touch. Trying to put it past Redline. Good save there to keep this game tied. Gus up along the wall. That's off the back wall. Here comes Lawrence and find it, and he's going to score. Such good passing from the Lightning. Just too much for the Blizzard.
This looks almost identical to the previous goal by Lightning, only this time the roles were swapped. Lawrence gets to be the star of this show. The pass by Gus, and then the hammer home. They were able to beat the defender out once again in the air. Great team plays. These passings off the corner, not only just hitting it into the corner, but playing it inside is what really counts. And now they have the lead once again. The question is, can they hold on?
So, Gus and Lawrence. Now, Lawrence, can he get it past Wolf Alone? No, he's not going to be able to do that, but Gus might. Wow, Wolf Alone, what a second touch on that. Putting himself perfectly to block that play from Gus. And now the Lightning getting chased back. Here comes Redline up the wall, has Wolf Alone in mid. Trying to put it in himself. What a save from Lawrence. Beautiful read on the shot, but still the Blizzard are pressing. One more touch, but Lawrence again will clear it away from Redline. And Wolf Alone, another pass towards mid. Still in the defensive zone for the Lightning. And Lawrence trying to clear it away, but Wolf Alone is still here. Gonna put a shot on net. Backflip from Lawrence and score from Wolf Alone. And we're tied like that again.
Lawrence was everywhere on this pitch, getting 2 of these crucial saves, but right there when the moment mattered, I don't even think Lawrence needed to do a double jump in that case. But the backflip feels backflip, man, for Lawrence. That's going to make the difference in the last minute. You would thinking that the Lightning could bend but not break. But Blizzard actually able to get there.
So close. Yeah, the Blizzard absolutely just pounding the goal in that last sequence. And that's going to fall in for Redline as well. My goodness. Not what I expected. I thought that was going to be a clear for sure. Unfortunate play there from Gus, and that's just a heartbreaker.
Oh man, it seems like the defense just fell apart in that one moment. A little bit fake out from Lawrence, and then Gus getting caught in the air, couldn't get the clear. Redline getting the lead now, 2 goals in the last few seconds. Not what the Lightning want to see.
Oh, so they only have 25 seconds to try to tie this one up. Here comes Gus. Just not even close to that ball, unfortunately, as Redline's going to get the clear. Second touch off the crossbar, and it stays out. We're still at a 1-goal game, 15 seconds to go. Wolf Alone's going to play it, but Lawrence is there to pop it up. 10 seconds. Can he put this shot on net? He's going to fly just directly underneath of it, and he has no boost for this play. It's up in the air. Wolf alone, that's not the greatest touch. It'll keep it way up. Lawrence off the wall, and it's going to fall to Blizzard. Are going to prove me wrong. Take game 4 and the series victory over top of the Lightning. And Classy, I don't even know how that happened.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened in that last minute of that game. Back and forth the whole time. Lightning edging it out over and over, fighting for every goal that they got. But Blizzard, 2 unanswered right there at the end. That's what mattered. And for the 3rd time of the last 4 games, Blizzard has won a 4-3 victory. It seems like the only way they can win is by a 1-goal deficit. Yeah. It's kind of coincidental, I'd say. But regardless, it seems like Lightning, especially on the defensive side, needs to be able to know when to trap the ball and take it slow, because every time they get the ball, why there's so much pressure on their side is because every time they clear it, there's a Blizzard defender there to throw it back at them. And we saw right there, we know Lawrence keeping making those saves, but every kind of save was just right back at him. And eventually they broke, and the game was tied at that point, kind of going downhill. But if Lightning can just settle it down, slow it down, and notice whenever the defender in front of them is too far for them to make a play on it, they can actually be intentional with their passes and they're throwing it in the corners, and then hopefully get the lead in this game 5.
Yep, we are moving into game number 5. As you said, it's just about underway now. Is it gonna go? What's going on? Is it? Oh, there we go. Okay, so weird. I thought my game had froze there for a second. I couldn't even hear the sound, but we are in to game 5. We'll see if the Lightning can certainly finish this one off strong. As the ball is in the Lightning corner, Wolf alone trying to make the play. Redline's gonna top that one home, and the Blizzard off to a hot start already.
A demo on the wall. You don't see those very often, just because getting supersonic up there is fairly hard. But that's what was needed to open up the defense. Redline hammering it home, but Wolf alone making it happen for his team.
Yep, that demo absolutely crucial to that goal. I think Wolf alone with the demo. I didn't catch who the defender was up there, but certainly had a line on the play. Could have definitely made it had he been alive. But now Lightning and Gus gonna answer back with a good challenge on the defense.
Yeah, Wolf alone wanted to take this slow. This was a good thought in this case, but he wanted the flick. Instead, hits it a bit softly with the hood of his car. That's the downside to the Dominus. And Gus taking advantage of it. Now we're all tied up just like that in the first 30 seconds.
Yep, as you said. First 30 seconds, already 2 goals on the board. Lawrence looking for another, just off the mark. Gus with the follow-up. Gonna go wide as well, and the ball getting cleared away by the Blizzard. Lawrence, now Gus. Gus, I think Lawrence had to dodge 2 or 3 demo attempts there in the span of about 25 seconds. He managed to not get blown up. And now the Lightning on the attack. Gus trying to make the play. But Redline gonna get a free clear here. Doesn't have any boost to follow this up though. So will filter down, and Lawrence trying to clear it away. Now Wolf alone towards the cage. Good save from Gus. And back into the Lightning zone go the Blizzard. Ooh, good touch there from Lawrence to keep that one away from the goal. Gus and Lawrence combining. Put it into Blizzard zone. Off the sidewall. Gus rotating. For the boost. Try to get it beyond these 2 Blizzard players. And that's a great shot and another goal for Redline. He has been all over the Lightning in these games.
Yeah, man, this is the Dominus right here, hitting it with the corner of your car. You can't get that power much else. And Lawrence wanting to push that instead of rotating back into net. Redline seeing that hole for Lightning and then taking advantage. And now we see Blizzard taking the lead once again, but as we know, they haven't held it for very long, so this is going to be Lightning's opportunity to make it close.
And now Lawrence challenging Redline. That was a good play. He's going to fall down. Here's Lawrence. Can he put that home? He will. Great play from Lawrence. That's going to tie it up. 3 minutes to go.
Man, this is a great challenge right here at midfield. I'd say a bit gutsy, but the follow-up is what actually mattered. Hitting it into the waterfall, bouncing directly down to him. Good composure there, because you can definitely hit that one too high or not on target. But Lawrence does it, keeps that consistency going, and now ties it up for his team, hoping to make this series 2-3.
Yeah, 2:50 to go. And again, anybody new to the MLE, this is the Academy League. These are all diamond level players. And every game counts, so we do play all 5 games in each week. As the Lightning are going to be able to clear this one out of their own zone. The Lightning gonna lose the series, already has been determined, but as I said, every game counts, so they do want to take this one if possible. But Redline and the Blizzard have other ideas, as Gus is gonna clear it away. Oh, he's just opting to wait for Wolf alone, and that might actually be a good decision, because here comes Lawrence to try to flick it over the defender. So close from Lawrence. Just can't find that top corner. That was shades of the first game where he just missed the top corner in overtime. Now Gus, high off the wall. It's going to filter back down to Lawrence. Can he get the touch? He will. There you go, Lawrence. Beautiful goal to put your team on top.
Yeah, this angle, wonderful job. Gus centering it for his teammate, but he saw a red line. Knew he needed to make a play on the ball as soon as he could, and that was the best option for Lawrence and the Lightning team, putting his team up. Well done. Question is, can they hold on? They haven't in previous 2 games, but they're going to write their own story, and we'll see what happens.
But you're absolutely correct. They have certainly had their fair share of leads. They've probably had more than their fair share of leads in this series with the Blizzard. With the Blizzard, as I said, like halfway through the series, it always seems like the Blizzard is never out of it. It always seems like just at any moment, oh no, that's a bit of a misplace. Ooh, just getting back in time. But I was just saying that every time the Blizzard get down, it still seems like they're so close to tying the game up, and eventually they do, and that's gonna go in for Lawrence. I think I was with the defender there. I thought that one was off.
Yeah, this was just a clear. I don't even think Lawrence was going for the shot, because imagine trying to shoot for that far bottom right-hand corner. If he was, congrats, because you nailed it, my friend. Not even seeing the defender, thinking he was on net. And that's a 2-goal lead. Very important for this Lightning team to hold on against this high-powered offense of Blizzard.
And Gus playing it over to Lawrence. Lawrence trying to make the play. Gonna go around the sidewall. Red line. Has 55 seconds to work with. Needs 2. Force this into overtime. Now Gus chasing the ball down into the Blizzard end. Red line can't get the touch over the other defender there, as Gus will keep it in. This is wasting a ton of time. Just exactly what you want if you are the Lightning. However, that is a good chip beyond the defense. Gus is going to have to rotate back. This is much better defense from the Lightning than we've seen in previous games when they've had the lead. We'll see if they can hold on. They've only got 20 seconds left to do so. Red line can't find the net with that shot, and with 10 seconds to go, Wolf alone not able to make that touch, although Redline keeps it in. This could be the goal they need, but he doesn't get the follow-up, and that's going to do it. The Lightning going to strike twice in this series and move it a little bit closer. Series will end 3-2 in favor of the Blizzard, but a good win from the Lightning in Game 5 to make it that much closer.
Oh yes, well deserved by the Lightning. Very different gameplay than the previous few games. Great changes I think that they've made so far. It just seemed like in the previous games they were aggressive, and that's what got them the lead. But the aggression also is what cost them the lead later on. Here they were able to be aggressive in the opportunities that they had, got the lead, even made it 2, and then they were able to calm down, let off the gas a little bit. Make sure they didn't get scored on anything beyond that and just held on. I think they did a great job on defense right here at the end. But regardless, Blizzard wins the series 3-2, and they're going to go up in the MLE in week 2. Yeah,
the Lawrence really showed up in that game. I think he had a hat trick for the Lightning, 3 out of the 4 goals. Lawrence really came out to play in that Game 5, exactly what we wanted to see. I'm really happy that the Lightning didn't get down on themselves. They lost the 3 games that they lost. I think were all 1-goal games, and they were in it for the entirety of the game, if not leading most of it. They just couldn't quite find the finishing to end the games ahead of the Blizzard. But great resilience from the Lightning. That's a key point to look at moving forward through the MLE. But that's going to be it for our broadcast tonight of MLE Week 2. My name is Hunted. With me is Classy Weasel. Classy, I know what you're going to say, but do you have anything to say to the players before we go?
I do. GG, well played.
There you go. All right, guys. Please be sure to check out affiliate streams that may or may not be happening tomorrow. I'm not entirely privy to all of them. I believe there's going to be an afternoon stream around 2 or 3 in Eastern time in the afternoon. So do check that out if you want more MLE action. And yeah, we will see you next week, Friday, starting at 8, right back here on MLE Esports. Yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Saturday night, wonderful rest of your weekend, and we will see you next time, guys.